Hi there, this is Antoinette Sykes with the Fit Fab and Fearless TeleSummit. I'm coming to you live here with Julie Ramige, and I'm so excited to have her on this summit this evening. She is one of the experts, and she's going to be talking about a fearless mindset. Take charge, feel fit, and be fabulous. Julie has been into the exercise industry via sports and fitness her entire life. She played sports all throughout high school. Out of school, even golf was her passion. Her love of sports led her to doing a college degree in physical education and health, a bachelor's of science there. I love that. Shortly after, she was enticed to move to Australia with a job offer to even teach high school physical education and music. After about 20 years or so teaching, it was time for her to have a change. And I just love transition. So Julie transitioned and moved on to teach mind-body fitness systems that she still uses today in personal fitness. And in 1988, Julie began exploring energy healing modalities such as Reiki. Through the years, she has focused on the ones that for her are the most effective and effective for the people that she works with. Her focus now is helping sports women fine-tune their mindset so that they can perform at their peak. And I'm sure that includes women entrepreneurs just like myself and you, Julie. So she continues to be fit and being fabulous and fearless, looking after her health and her physical body. So I welcome Julie to the call. How you doing, Julie?
Excellent, Antoinette. Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction.
Absolutely. You make it easy. You make it so easy for me. So easy. Yeah, this is the Fit Fab and Fearless TeleSummit. So for those of you who are new to me, we actually kicked off the Fit Fab and Fearless TeleSummit about a week ago now. And it came to be because we had a live event last year. So I did a live event. I'm a personal trainer and a motivator here and a fitness advocate for women and definitely for women entrepreneurs because that's the category that I fall into. And I like to just empower women to really take charge of their health, to fight obesity. That's a number one cause for me, but also to fight depression. So the Fit Fab and Fearless TeleSummit is going to help women along the way at that midway point. We are in June, so we're halfway through the year. So those of you who made goals around fitness, around health, around wellness, around January 1, guess what? It's time to kick it up a notch. So we want you to do that with the Fit Fab and Fearless TeleSummit and then stay tuned for the live event. That will be our second annual event that will be launching later this fall. So I welcome Julie to the call and I welcome our attendees and just sit back, grab a pen and paper just like me. Because even though I'm the interviewee or interviewer, I'm sure that I can learn something from you, Julie. So let's jump on in there with your topic. How you doing today?
Absolutely wonderful. It's a bit cool, so I've got my jacket on. It's winter in the tropics in Australia. So.
Wow. I was gonna say, tell our listening audience your wonderful accent and where you are doing your educational series from. You're coming from Australia?
Yes, I'm near Cairns, which is just near the Barrier Reef. So we get a lot of tourists, a lot of visitors coming through this whole area. And yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. I just love the whole energy of people moving through and, being excited about being in this wonderful, beautiful spot.
I can imagine that completely. So we're going to talk about a fit and fab mindset. So where does that start for you? Like, what's your passion around when I invited you to be a part of the Fit Fab and Fearless TeleSummit? What did you think about it? I love getting this answer from people.
Well, when you ask that right now, the first thing that comes to mind is how much our subconscious actually controls our life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's over 90% of our mental stuff that goes on, that's subconscious. Yes. Some people say up to 96%. And it's like, we all try to step up a notch. We try and do this. We want to be fit. We want to be, feel absolutely fabulous. And yet there's something that stops us and we don't know what it is.
Yes. I agree. Wholeheartedly.
And so I just love working with people and helping them to realize that, it's not necessarily their fault. Mm-hmm. They can't do this. There's all this other programming that has gone on from us as children primarily.
Yes. We are a product of our environment.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, wonderful. So let's jump into your topic here. How to be fearless and set your mindset.
Okay, so, I mean, the mindset is, first of all, one of the things that often we don't realize is that we actually have a choice.
Yes.
Okay, sometimes we are in situations and we think, we are so stuck in the way that we think that we don't even see any other choices that are around us.
Yes. Yes.
So it's like to just stop, take a breath, and think, okay, if I don't like my life like it is, or this situation, how could I change it? Mm-hmm. Or can I change it? And oftentimes, the fear of change, if the fear of change is greater than where you are at, you're not going to change.
Correct. Yes.
So once where you are is so painful that you don't want to be there anymore, that's motivation to change your mindset.
To take some action. Yes.
To say, okay, there's got to be another choice. Even though I haven't wanted to look at that and that was too scary, now I'm ready.
Yes.
So it's as simple as making a choice.
Making a choice. So that would be your step number one in setting a fearless mindset around your fitness.
Well, actually, the first thing is recognizing that you have a choice. So it's the awareness.
Okay. All right.
So first of all, you have to be aware. If you're not aware that there are choices,
yes, yeah,
then you can't make one.
Now, talk to me about, because after reading your bio, I was impressed, number one, that you were still so very physically active, which I just love, because I always tell people that I will be exercising into my elderly years in the gym, and I see these women, I'm inspired. I'm also motivated. But I'm also just very taken back about how they've managed to keep up their healthy lifestyle. So how have you managed to keep up your healthy lifestyle? And what are some of the things that you do right now?
Basically, I listen to my body. And that's another thing that most of us have forgotten to do.
Very true. Mm-hmm.
So, I might go to the kitchen, open the fridge door, and, almost on autopilot, reach for something. Mm-hmm. And then that just doesn't feel right. So, what feels good to me right now? So I'll grab that.
Yes.
And it might be a piece of cake, have a nice bit of, whipped cream and ice cream on top.
And we all have those. And that's exactly what it's about. It's about, making proper choices so that you don't have cake every day. But you can treat yourself when you do have those types of urges, because we're human. So we want to make sure that we have some balance in our life. And that's also about the fearless mindset, because a lot of times we are afraid, like you said, to make a decision around our health or our food because of our environment that we're in, and also what that may mean for us as well moving forward. Because it's the fear of the unknown. If I'm healthy, if I'm fit, what is my family or my friends or my current situation? How's that going to affect them? How's it going to affect me? Am I going to be able to even maintain that type of attention? Because a lot of attention may come with it also. So I totally get that.
If I lose weight, and if I don't, I might lose my friends. Yes. Because we all go out to coffee and cake every Tuesday, or, whatever it is. Yeah. But, there's a mindset around food, too. Mm-hmm. And I love just listening to how people talk. They'll go up, they'll order their coffee, they'll look at the cake and say, ooh, that's bad for me. Ooh, that's bad for me. So when we tell our body that something is bad for us, our body listens.
Yes.
And our body will react accordingly when we're eating this. If we are feeling guilty because we're eating this bad food, how is that food going to affect our body? Yeah. Okay. If we look at that food and I'm woo-woo, okay? I'm kind of out there, and I play a lot with things. So I will look at the cake and the ice cream and think, oh, yum, that is just exactly what my body needs right now. And I know that my body knows exactly how to change it if it needs to, so it is good for me.
Yes.
And anything that isn't good for me, it just flows right through very naturally and easily.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. And that's so very key in listening to your voice, listening to your body.
Yes.
Listening to your body, because anything that does not sit well with your body, it will release it and have a reaction to it almost immediately.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Almost immediately.
One of the things some people say is, I look at food and I gain weight. So what is that telling your body? It's like, she's looking at food. Well, let's put on a couple more pounds. Okay, do that. So it is so important for people to listen to the language that they use and to what they think.
Yes, our words have power.
Absolutely.
Our words have power. I'm a very big proponent of that death and life are in the power of our own tongue.
Yeah.
Death and life.
And it, all the conscious things that we say, even though half the time we aren't even aware that we're saying them, have power. And it's like the law of attraction. We say these words, they have energy. That energy then comes into our energy field and comes to us.
Yes.
And at the same time, there's all this unconscious stuff that we are not aware of that is also pulling stuff in.
Agreed.
Which is really important for us to be aware of, and that these things can also be released. Whether they're emotions or beliefs, whatever they are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you said our first step is to recognize, have an awareness around your choices, or to make sure that you are aware that you do have a choice around being fit, around being healthy. And then number 2 is to make that choice.
I'm going to make the choice as number 3. So number 2, I'm going to do ABC here.
Okay.
Okay, so awareness.
Yes.
I'm going to put in belief.
Okay.
Okay, because you really need to believe that you can at least start to think about maybe it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm now aware of the words I'm saying. I'm now aware of listening to my body. I'm now aware of, every time I eat that, my body feels really heavy.
Yeah.
Okay? And then it's like, since I'm aware of that, that starts to build the belief that maybe I can change. Mm-hmm. Or maybe because I'm more aware, maybe I want to change because I actually feel better when I eat this.
Yes.
Or when I don't eat this.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you've got the awareness. Mm-hmm. You're developing the belief. At least you're thinking about believing that maybe you do want to change. The potential that you could believe that your life could be better.
Mm-hmm. Your life and your health could be better. Absolutely.
Yeah. And there's also that possibility that your friends might shift. Things in your life, when we make changes, other things in our life change.
Yes.
And at the same time, sometimes those people will see, I really like what's happened to her. What did you do? They'll start to ask, like, wow, what are you doing? I want to do that. I want to feel that good.
Yes.
I want to look that way.
Yes.
But if we're always waiting to do things until we get to a certain weight, mm-hmm. There's a friend of mine who said she wasn't going to start her business until she lost weight.
Wow.
And so she kind of did that for a couple of years. And then she realized, I'm just using that as an excuse not to actually start.
Yes.
So I'm going to choose to like myself just as I am, which can be a challenge, and start my business anyway. Which is wonderful that she did, because otherwise she would have been waiting 25 years.
Exactly. And I find that it's a good thing that we're talking about the mindset right now, because that also ties to those goals that people set January 1.
Yes.
So if they set the goals just kind of, I don't know, pie in the sky and didn't really give consideration for them or were truly aware of what it may take to actually lose 20 pounds or maybe even if it's just 10 pounds, there's still a certain mindset that comes with that. And if you don't sit down and really assess, I always like to say the big why. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you need to lose weight? Is it a health concern for you? Is it vanity? Is it, heart disease? Any of those types of things? Do you just really know that it's going to make you feel better? Once we connect to that why, then our mindset can begin to shift, as you said, and be aware of the choices that we make. Because if we do it just kind of pie in the sky and just because, it's not going to stick. It's not going to stick. So that's why I want people to really pay attention to this mindset piece. And I think you all have it over in Australia and cons as well. Do y'all have the Biggest Loser?
Yes.
An extreme weight loss? Okay, so any of these type of extreme weight loss programs, I love them. I love them for a couple of reasons. Obviously, because they're shedding the weight. I love them also because they do tackle that mindset piece. So it's not just as simple as getting in the gym and lifting weights or doing cardio, but you really have to deal with some mindset issues because, in my opinion, 20 pounds overweight, okay. Maybe even 50 pounds overweight. But when you start to get to hundreds of pounds overweight, that's clearly mindset and emotional issues there that everyone will need to face. I mean, we're all going to have to face something anyway. We all have our vices. So I don't care, 20 pounds, but definitely at that larger size weight. So that's why I love that show. Why I think it does a disservice to typical people that I would run into and that you would run into is because we don't prepare ourselves with, quote, the team. So be it a coach like yourself to handle the mindset, a personal trainer like myself, or friends, as you said, friends that are really rooting for you, not going to be jealous of you, but really want you to eat well, be healthy, be here for you, your husband, your spouse, all of those types of things. So I think, can you speak a little bit about the support system that comes with that as well, with the mindset change?
Yeah, and it's exactly what you said. You want to look for people who are around you who are willing to support you in where you're going. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a coach, a personal fitness trainer. We all need someone who's going to support us, whether it's entrepreneurs, whether it's your own personal fitness, whether it's sports people.
Yes.
Sports people all have coaches.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. They need it.
Yeah, you need somebody to push you beyond that point where we get to different stages and we hit plateaus and we get stuck.
Yes.
Okay? And I mean, I love to do things easy. So if there's an easy way, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's why I got into the energy stuff, because you can release the emotions, conscious and unconscious, even inherited, that are holding you back.
Yeah.
And, it's things that you can do over the phone. You can do on Skype.
Yes.
And people sometimes don't understand that, but with energy, there's no bounds.
No, there are no bounds. And I think it goes back to just when people think physical fitness and health, initially they think the action of being in the gym and what you're eating. Those are the biggest two types of components. How much cardio I'm going to do, weight training, and eating. They don't anticipate the mental shift. They really don't. They don't anticipate that. And it's critical. And I have that conversation with people, with my clients. They actually have to, a part of their client profile is to choose a picture. Choose a picture of someone that you adore, their body, their arms, their legs, whatever it is. Let's focus on that so that they can start to get an idea of where they want to go. Because if you don't see it in your heart and in your head first, you can't see it in the physical. And that's a part of that whole energy field as well that we talk about.
I totally agree. Pictures can be a great support. Mm-hmm. You can have a picture of where it is that you want to go.
Yes.
What do you want to look like? And actually, in some of the questions I would ask is, what does fit mean
Mm-hmm.
to each and every person.
Yes.
What does it mean to you? For me to be fit, I want to be able to easily do the tasks in my daily life.
Yeah.
Okay? I love walking.
Mm-hmm.
I still do my workouts fairly regularly. Once or twice a week, but I don't beat myself up if I don't feel like it.
Yes.
It's like, no, I just feel like going for a walk today.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'm moving.
Yes.
I'm doing something. Yeah. And the reason I like doing the workout is because, and it is a mind, body, spirit workout.
Yes.
It's very, very well rounded because I feel so much better and more relaxed afterwards.
Yeah.
It's not the workout itself that I love. It's the feeling after I do the workout.
And that's what we want people to connect with. Because if you connect with the good feeling, you'll keep wanting to do it over and over and over, and you'll see the results. And the results will be feeling better, more focus, more clarity, and of course, a slimmer body.
Absolutely. Yeah. People say, wow, it makes a difference. If people say, gee, you're looking good. It kind of makes you feel good. It's like, ooh, I'm going to go home and do that workout that I haven't done.
Yes. Completely. Yeah. I love that. Absolutely love that.
So the supportive people, you need the support. Whether it's a coach, whether it's family, get people on side. Mm-hmm. And if you know that someone isn't going to be supportive, don't go there.
No, just remove yourself.
Sometimes we have to make those choices too. What energy do we choose to receive? It's like, not yours.
Yes.
Yes.
Not your concern.
No.
Not your concern. Because a lot will come up as you start to lose weight, as you start to get, like you said, reach plateaus, reach new milestones and new goals. And what I love about it is that we start to learn more about ourselves. We start to learn that we are much stronger than we had ever given ourselves credit for. We learn that we are more resilient and tenacious because sometimes you just want to, push through that plateau, that window, that weight goal that you set, maybe 2 months ago. And, ultimately sometimes you're just kind of ready for that person to go, just kind of ready for that old person. You want something new. And it's nothing more exhilarating than looking at yourself and seeing a new person.
Absolutely.
Looking at yourself.
It's like moving house.
Yeah.
Or even cleaning.
Cleaning house. Cleaning house.
I don't want that anymore. That's just clutter now. I don't want to, it's like dragging these people along with you or, whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. It's like, why are you dragging all that old stuff with you? You've now moved to a new level.
Yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
It's upleveling everything in your life.
I love it. Yeah. I love that. Wonderful. So we're still talking about the fearless mindset. I hope that you all are taking notes. And Julie gave us ABCs, right? So we did awareness. And we did beliefs, which is huge for me. Beliefs, believing that you can be healthy and making those decisions. And then listening to your body. Because food definitely tells our body. Our body responds accordingly. Because there are some things right now that we all know that we can eat that will make us feel lethargic, make us feel bloated, make us feel sleepy and tired. So I like to tell people when we start to choose, it's a different type of lifestyle. So you start to choose food now for energetic purposes. Food should give your body fuel. Your body should feel like it can kind of run and do whatever it needs to do, whether it's make a phone call, make a Skype call with you tonight, whether it's be up for, a meeting tomorrow morning, whether it's to, like you said, we're working with entrepreneurs. So a lot of times my entrepreneurs are working around the clock. They don't have energy. Of course, their midsection is getting busy. They're sitting in the chair all day long and they're snacking. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're snacking. And a lot of times they're snacking on fast food, junk food, and drinking sugary drinks. And it all just kind of explodes. And I like to tell them, like you said, is really being aware. Don't eat unconsciously. Be aware of what you put in your mouth and listen to your body because your body will tell you. So if my client would call me and say, I couldn't focus at work, I was tired, I'm so sleepy, my first question is, what did you eat?
Yes.
What did you eat today?
Don't even go to the diet foods, the diet drinks.
Yeah. Yeah. Just tell me, what did you eat today? What did you have for breakfast? What did you have for lunch? And what did you have to drink? Did you have enough water? And it's a telltale sign. It's a telltale sign. And that's why I like this topic because, and why I wanted to bring other people on, because I do touch mindset, but as well, obviously no different. I feel like a parent and a child, until you hear it from someone else, I feel like it's a broken record, but it definitely is a mind, body, soul connection. And that's the spirit of it, because your body is built for energy and your body will go where your mind tells it to go. So,
our bodies are built for, I forget, like 150 years.
Woo.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
And, the rest is really up to us. That's how, and I'm sure it's probably increased. I mean, somebody at a seminar once asked me, or the general question was, how old are you going to live till? And the number came straight into my head, 120. And everybody around me kind of, and I said it out loud, everybody looked at me. All they could see was this old lady in a wheelchair, being fed and drooling. And I said, hey, my 120 is going to be healthy.
Yes.
I'm going to be fit. I'm not going to hang around in a nursing home, lying on a bed, comatose.
No.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm ready to go, maybe it's going to be more than 120, but I know I'm going to be here at least until 120. Okay, I'm 63.
Go, Julie!
So, yes. So, and, it's like I have think about mindset. My mindset is a healthy 120.
I love it.
My body has no option. It's going to get me there because I know how to treat it.
Yes.
And I know how it feels when I eat certain things. And I also know, and I know we might be getting a little off topic, but when I am ready to go, I don't have to get sick.
Yeah. I get that.
I can, okay, it's like, okay, it's time for me to go. I can say goodbye to family, and then I can just go to sleep.
I get that.
Because the mindset of people around the world is you have to get sick to leave.
Not true. No.
And it doesn't have to be that way.
No, it doesn't.
Again, it's a choice. But we don't realize we have a choice, oftentimes.
No, because I think a lot of times we like what's handed to us on a platter very quickly. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times those quick fixes aren't really serving us. But because we just kind of fall with the status quo, or because, like we said, because of the environment we've been raised in, we don't question it. So we don't really take authority and responsibility. So that mindset in fitness is big for me, because I like to encourage people and empower people to take 110% responsibility for your health.
Absolutely.
For your health.
And the mindset can affect your health, like the mind, the emotions, all that stuff.
Completely.
Over 90%. I mean, there probably isn't a disease that isn't somehow affected or caused by your emotional state, your beliefs, your, the whole mindset thing.
Yes. I would agree. This has been wonderful. Is there anything else you want to add? I just looked at my timer here and we have about 40 seconds left, but where did the time go? We had so much fun.
I know. It's like time flies. Well, a couple of things occurred to me that I've got the ebook as a gift to the listeners, but I'm going to add a couple of things to that.
Okay.
And one is how we can a thing that people can actually do to know what food is right for them. Just a matter of holding it and swaying forward and backward. And I will describe that in the ebook.
Wow. I love that.
The other thing is about centering yourself and being balanced and coming from a place of balance to start out with. I'm going to put a diagram in there with a little explanation so that people can, first of all, connect with themselves and be balanced with themselves.
Yes.
And then radiate that energy out into their world.
Okay.
Which will just help balance their life.
Yeah. And help them to make the choice.
Absolutely.
Help them to make the choice that you talked about. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it's been great.
This was, hey, I loved it. I hope everyone else on the call, again, you saw me, I'm studiously taking notes over here. The ebook link will be listed next to Julie's interview. So by all means, if you are looking to connect and be fearless, and you're looking at her, so she's beautiful and she is 63 years old and she plans on being here another 60 plus years.
I'm only halfway old.
You're only halfway old. I love it. And you're such an encouragement. You really are such an encouragement. When I read your bio, I was just impressed and just elated because I like to see other women, other entrepreneurs, and definitely older women that are really staying fit and walking the walk and talking the talk. So you inspire me personally in my life. You really do. So I thank you so much. And I can't wait till people download your information. And I'm going to download it also because I want to know about the whole balancing and rocking back and forth. So.
Yeah. And there is information in there for people to do. So they have to write.
Good.
So they can actually start the process.
Exercises. I love that. Mental exercises, physical exercises. Is there anything else you'd like to add about being fit, fab, and fearless, Miss Julie?
It starts right now.
Yes.
Look in the mirror and find something that you like about yourself.
Oh, yes. I couldn't agree more.
Start there. That's it.
Wonderful. Well, you have heard it first from Julie Ramige. This is Antoinette Sykes with Standing Tall Fitness and Fit Fab and Fearless TeleSummit. I thank you for joining, and be sure to download Julie's report and visit her on her website. All the links will be listed right next to her name. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Antoinette. Been great. Absolutely loved it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.